you? I hope this video finds you well. This is Ash, the Guided Hierophant. Welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a pick a card reading for who are you meant to be in this lifetime. So we're going to dive into the cards and figure out who it is that you're meant to be. Who are you meant to become? So regardless of who you are at this moment, how you feel about your external, internal environment, we're going to figure out where you're headed, who you're meant to be, who you will ultimately become. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have the clear quartz. Pile number 2, it's a little hard to see, but that is citrine. And pile number 3 is rose quartz. So I have not looked at the cards yet, so I'm just as excited as you to get started and see what we have for you today. As always, if you would like to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, that link is in the description box. I now have chakra healing bath bombs for sale on Etsy. Check out my Etsy website, which is also located in the description box. If you guys would like to check out any of my other videos, I have a few videos, links in the description box as well. So I'm super excited to get into this with you guys. If the video resonates with you, as always, please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you would like, and I will see you guys in a minute. All right, so if you picked pile number 1, the clear quartz, this is going to be your reading. Who are you meant to be in this lifetime? So let's see. So we have the Lovers. We had the 5 of Wands in reverse. And I typically don't take reversals, but it made sense with all the other cards that came out, so I left it that way. The Justice card and the Page of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you is with the Page of Swords, I'm going to start as the cards came out, which is actually this way. So with the Page of Swords, I see you as someone who has a fresh perspective. So your perspective is typically going to be different than other people around you, and that is for a reason. Your perspective is important in this lifetime. So the way that you see things is going to be important, because with the Justice card, and I thought that it was very interesting that we have the sword here and then the sword in his hand, as he came out at right after this card. So with the Justice card, your perspective, it's like you're always standing up for what's right. You're always standing up for like the little person, the underdog. I feel like you are a peacekeeper. You're meant to be a peacekeeper. You're meant to be without actually delving into the meaning of this card, a lover, not a fighter. But with your perspective, I think that you've been through a lot, and that's why you have this perspective. You may have been in a lot of conflict, or you may always, it's like you always tend to see things in a different way, or you always tend to see other people's sides of things. So like that makes you this peacekeeper. And with the Justice card, you're always balanced. So like that also speaks to the seeing other people's sides of things. That's what makes you the peacekeeper. You always see both sides. You see different perspectives. You see both sides. And you're always balanced in your approach to things. So when it comes to what's right, when it comes to the things that you do, the way that you carry yourself, it is always in a balanced way. And you always do it with truth. What you think is truth, what you think is the right thing to do, that's you. That's very much you, or it will become you. And then with the Lovers card, I think that there was the very first thing that I got when this card came out was there's going to be a very deep connection that you're going to share between you and someone else. But this is also, you learning to make decisions that are best for you. So I think that you typically, being the peacekeeper, you tend to make decisions that are best for everyone. Like you tend to consider every single person that's around you, that you know. You consider other people before you consider yourself when you make decisions. And that's part of who you are. But with the Lovers card here, you are also going to become someone that learns to make decisions based on what is right for you as well. What's best for you. And it's like a self, like you're going to have a deep connection with someone, but this connection is going to teach you to love yourself. Because I think you wanting this connection, it's going to be like you wanting this connection is going to make you realize that, or it's going to force you to make decisions that are best for you and not best for everyone. You are still always going to be a peacekeeper. That's always going to be you. That's you. That's who you are meant to be. But at some point, for your own happiness, you're going to learn to make decisions that are also like, it's also okay. Basically it's like you're going to learn that it's also okay to make decisions that are good for you. I think that you're so used to making decisions that are best for everyone. You're so used to making balanced decisions that is good for everyone involved, that when it comes to making decisions that are good for you, best for you, and may not be too good for other people, that's something that's difficult for you. But you're going to learn how to do that very well. And it may not sound like, that may not sound like really appealing right now, depending on where you are in this journey. But once you get there, you will understand, or once you get to a certain part of your life where this starts to affect you, because it's okay to make decisions that are good for everyone. But like I said, when you get to those decisions that you have to make that aren't necessarily, it may be something that's good for you, but it's not good for someone else. You're gonna learn that it's okay. Like it's okay for that to happen sometimes. That happens. That's also a part of life and balance and all that kind of stuff. So we have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. So beavers are very hard workers. They're very, they build the whole like dam and everything. But what I was getting with this card with the Beaver Spirit, I think that you are meant to create a legacy in your lifetime. I think that you are meant to lay a foundation. So it could be your own business. I only was getting this from this card, which I thought was interesting. But it was very strong. Like as soon as the card came out, I felt it. You're meant to create a legacy in this lifetime. You are meant to work on something that becomes a foundation for not only you, but for generations to come after you. It could have to do with being a peacekeeper. It could have something to do with something like that, like maybe relations, like maybe you become someone that like fixes relations between people. Let's see. Then we also have simplicity. So with the simplicity card, it makes me think of what I was saying about making those decisions with the Lovers card, making decisions that it's hard for you to make decisions that are best for you sometimes. And with the simplicity card, eventually you're going to get to a point, I'm not sure where you are, like I said, but eventually you're going to get to a point where you start to realize that your feelings are important too. The way you feel about things, the way that the things that you want, the things that you desire, those things are important. And those are things that you need to go towards. That's going to help you simplify your life. Once you get to the point where you start to simplify your life, you get all of that conflict. Because I think when you may be someone that gets so involved being the peacekeeper, you get so involved in this conflict and this Five of Wands energy that it's hard to let go of it, that you become it. You end up putting yourself in situations that aren't necessarily yours. You carry other people's burdens. And so with the simplicity card, once you learn to simplify your life, once you learn to do only what you need to take care of yourself, to carry only the things that you need to carry with you, you will find things to be so much simpler. You know, with the Page of Swords, this card is also a card of simplicity. This comes after the Ten of Swords, and this is a card that comes after hard times. It's a card that comes after carrying a lot of hurt and pain, and then they get to a point where they see things differently. They let all that stuff go and things start to feel light and airier again. Like these fluffy clouds, like they're starting to clear up in the Page of Swords. And so with the simplicity card, it's almost like the same idea. Once you unclutter your life with all the endings, all of the fights, all of the people that you know have kind of taken under your wing and helped and all that kind of stuff, once you simplify your life, and you will be able to have better access to your intuition, to clarity, to decisions that you should make. With the Lovers card, that card is also a decision card. Life in general will become a lot easier for you. Yeah, this is who you are meant to be in this lifetime. A peacemaker, someone who sees other people's perspectives. You see things in a different perspective. You see things in a different way than other people. You stand up for what's right. Eventually, you will learn to make decisions that are best for you. You will learn to make good decisions for yourself. You will learn to make effective decisions. And you are also meant to have a very deep connection with someone. And a deep connection with the Creator, whoever you believe in. You're meant to have a deep connection with them as well. So that's something that's going to be happening for you as well. So yeah, I hope this video resonated with you. If it did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, comment, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a good week. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2, if you picked Citrine, this is going to be your reading. Who are you meant to be in this lifetime? So let's see. We had the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. So let's see. We also had Trust, and Parrot Spirit, Watch Your Words. I didn't even know, I never saw this card before. And I love this deck. I never saw this card before this reading. So let's see. So for you, who you're meant to be. So we have the 2 of Pentacles. So you are someone who is meant to, so first of all, it seems like you have dealt with a lot of disappointment with the 8 of Cups. You may have had to walk away from a decent amount of disappointing situations that you thought would be emotionally fulfilling and ended up not being the case. Situations that you had to walk away from, and kind of trust that there's this 9 of Cups. Like, you're looking for specific things. I think everyone is, but like for you, it's like kind of like life or death. Like, you have faced a lot of disappointment. You've dealt with a lot of things, like I said, not working out, things that you thought were going to be good and then they end up not being good. And then you end up finding yourself in this 4 of Swords energy where you're healing. So there's two reasons that I see for this. Number one, I see that you are meant to be a healer. And so you are learning to heal yourself. And in order to do that, you have to go through a lot of healing processes yourself. I think you're meant to heal others with your words, with the parrot spirit. Watch your words. And also with the trust card, but we'll get into that in a minute. But you end up needing to, be in this healing energy, this resting energy where you're resting, recuperating, learning how you ended up in this situation. The 4 also represents stability. So you find stability when you are resting, when you are on your own, when you're healing, when you're dreaming. I think your dreams help you with your dreams. I think with the 4 of Swords and the trust card, you get a lot of information in your dreams. So if you don't have a dream journal, that's a really good idea for you to start doing. Start recording your dreams. They may not always mean something, but a lot of times when you're going through something, you dream, whatever you dream about that situation tends to happen. Or like you tend to like have daydreams that end up becoming like real. So like you find yourself like daydreaming about a situation and then it ends up happening. Like you daydream that like you find $5 and you end up like actually finding $5. So your dreams are very important, but you're meant to heal yourself so that you can learn to heal others. And with the 2 of Pentacles, you're also meant to be someone that is very good at, so I'm not sure where you are in your journey, in your life journey, but eventually you are meant to be someone who is very adept at making decisions, being able to look at something and tell if it's worth your time because you've dealt with a lot of disappointment. So you're going to get to the point where you're very good at looking at a situation, kind of seeing all sides and, saying to yourself whether or not this is something you want to put your energy into. But also with the 2 of Pentacles, you're going to become someone who is very good at balancing, very good at managing your time, very good at juggling a lot of different priorities. So like you're meant to be someone who can kind of handle a lot of different things at one time. So for example, someone that has their own business, you also take care of your family, you also have kids, you also have like things that you do on the side that you have fun doing. Like you're going to become someone that's very, very good at balancing, juggling, prioritizing. That's going to be you. So I'm not sure where you are. You may hear this and be like, yeah, okay, like I'm terrible at that. But eventually you will become someone that can do that. If you're struggling with that, that's kind of almost proof that you're going to be better at it. Because typically the things that we struggle with, that we feel like we need to work on, eventually we end up working on it. We find a way to figure it out because, it's whatever we struggle with. Anyways, so then with the trust card, you are meant to be, the reason why you've gone through a lot of these 8 of Cups, disappointing situations, is because you're meant to trust. You're meant to learn to trust in the universe, regardless of what is going on around you, regardless of whether or not someone else sees the potential in something. You're meant to be someone that trusts their own intuition. You trust what you see. You trust what you know to be true. You trust when you feel like something isn't good for you and you walk away from it. You trust when something does seem like it's good for you and you go towards that. You're meant to trust when things are not going well for you in your life, that things will eventually turn out better. You're meant to learn how to trust the universe so that you can teach others to trust the universe and to help heal others with your words. So with the parrot spirit, this card also kind of ties into so with the parrot spirit, this card talks about self-worth, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that so with the 4 of Swords card, you're healing, you're resting, recuperating. This is a very important thing for you. When you're resting, when you're recuperating, when you're healing from these disappointments, watch the way that you are speaking to yourself. Make sure that you are telling yourself that you are worthy of love, that you will be abundant, that you will find this 9 of Cups, that you will find all of these things that you're looking for, these emotionally fulfilling situations, that you will find your wish fulfillment. You're going towards it. You're meant to have it. You're just also meant to go through disappointment, unfortunately. That doesn't really sound like fun. I know it doesn't. If you, at this point in watching this video, you've probably been through a lot of it already. So you're already adept at going through these things. Just make sure that you are speaking to yourself in a kind way, because the way that you speak to yourself is the way that you speak to others. So make sure that you are speaking loving words to yourself, encouraging words, caring words. You're meant to trust the universe, and you're meant to have all that you want. That's why you are going to become someone who can handle a lot of things, who can juggle and balance and prioritize, because you're meant to have all the things that you desire. You're just meant to trust the universe first, because the things that you're meant to get, like, you have to trust the universe in order to get your wish fulfillment, because it's supposed to be amazing. And in order to go towards like amazing things, like, most people are scared to go towards things that are like everything that they want, like their dreams. Most people are scared of going towards that, but you are learning to trust the universe so that you won't be scared. And you're also meant to be someone who speaks well to themselves, loves themselves, speaks well to themselves so that they may speak well to others and motivate others and help others and heal others. Okay, so that was nice. I liked your pile number 2. So this is who you are meant to be. You're meant to be someone that gets everything that they want in this life. They really are. That's also what's in this trust card. The trust card also talks about trusting that you are meant to get what it is that you desire. Even if you don't see it yet, you are meant to get it. But you have to trust first that you're meant to get it. I know this seems so silly, but that's what it is. That this is your life. This is what you're meant to be, who you're meant to be, someone that trusts the universe. But you also teach others how to trust the universe, and that's very important. So you're meant to learn how to trust the universe so that you can teach others to trust the universe. You're meant to have everything that you desire so that you may teach others to go after everything that they desire, that they can too achieve everything that they want to achieve. You're meant to, I don't know if I finished that thought because I'm always all over the place. But with the 2 of Pentacles, you are meant to learn how to juggle and prioritize, because you're going to have everything that you want. And you have to know how to prioritize and juggle first. You have to know how to do that before you can have everything that you want. Imagine having everything that you want right now and not being able to handle the pressure of having it. Like, you have to be able to prioritize what's important, what you have to do first, what you have to do last, all of like deadlines. If you say you have your own business, you have to be able to learn how to prioritize. Like, that's super important to have your own business, right? You have to know how to prioritize what things come first in the day, what bills come first, what vendors, like, you have to learn how to prioritize. You have to learn how to juggle and share your time, spread your time. If you have kids, you have to learn how to prioritize and juggle a business and kids and a husband. Like, what if you have a husband or a wife, a significant other? Say you have a significant other, you have a business, you have kids. Like, that takes skill to be able to juggle all of those things. So you're meant to be someone that learns how to do that so that you can have all of the things that you want. So, okay, I'm done. I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over again. This is who you are meant to be, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out the bath bombs on my Etsy website. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a good week. Bye. All right, pile number 3. If you picked rose quartz, this is going to be your reading for who you are meant to be in this lifetime. So let's see. So the first card that came out was the Queen of Wands. And I was like, I asked, like, who is pile number 3 meant to be? And this one came out. I was like, wow, okay. Your pile was actually the only one that had a court card come out. I was like, oh, okay. That's who you're meant to be, the Queen of Wands. That was easy. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and then we have Blessings and Rhino Spirit. So let's see who you are meant to be. So let's start with the Queen of Wands. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. So the Queen of Wands is someone who is very optimistic, someone who is a social butterfly, very good at talking to others. She is in tune with her shadow side. She knows all of those dark, shadowy sides of her, and she embraces every single one of them. And she is not afraid to be vulnerable, to be open to others. She goes after the things that she wants with passion and desire. I love the Queen of Wands. I'm also an Aries, so that's probably why. I feel like this is a very Aries energy card. So yeah, that is the Queen of Wands. So very specifically, that is who you are meant to be. You're meant to be someone who's very optimistic, someone who uses those light and dark aspects of herself and is creative, even isn't just in tune with those different parts of yourself, but you also use it to your advantage. So you use it to be creative, you use it to drive your passions, you use it to help you become just a better person, a more cheery person. With the 9 of Swords, you may struggle with anxiety, but you're meant to overcome this. You're meant to be someone that overcomes anxiety, someone that overcomes overthinking energy. The Rhino Spirit talks about being able to overcome any obstacle, knowing that you can overcome any obstacle. So that ties in so perfectly with this 9 of Swords energy. Because even when this card came out, I said, this is something you're meant to overcome, because this is a reading about who you're meant to be, not necessarily who you are, but who you're meant to be. So you're meant to be someone that overcomes this. You overcome this 9 of Swords energy. So wherever you are in your journey, if this is something that you're still struggling with, you're meant to overcome this. Even with the Queen of Wands energy, like, you are meant to be able to use this energy to do something creative, to help drive your passions forward. Like, this energy is meant to not stop you, but to propel you forward. With the Rhino Spirit, this card also talks about creativity. It talks about being creative in overcoming your obstacles. So your obstacles, this 9 of Swords energy, this overthinking energy, actually helps you more than you know. So the fact that you overthink things, the fact that you overthink your problems, actually helps you find creative solutions to fixing those problems. So I'm not encouraging you overthinking. I'm just telling you what the Rhino Spirit card talks about. And it talks about being creative and overcoming your obstacles. So not only knowing that you have the strength, that you have the ability, that you are guided and even given the power to overcome obstacles, but you do it in a creative way. So you're like an out-of-box thinker. So then with the 4 of Cups, you have been through a lot of, you're meant to overcome like wanting. So this 9 of Swords energy, I think, comes from wanting things and kind of feeling like you're not meant to have them for some reason. So it could be because, it could be because you have had a lot of obstacles to overcome. So sometimes it may make you feel as though you're not meant to have something, or you tend to like want to go towards something, or you do go towards something and you end up being bored, or like something happens and it's kind of like, it seems like it's not meant for you. That's meant to happen for a reason though. Because with the Nine of Swords and like I said, with the Rhino spirit, you're meant to overcome obstacles. But also with the Blessings card, this card talks about knowing that you are meant to be blessed, knowing that you are blessed, your path is blessed, you are blessed by the universe. All of the things that you desire, that you wish to come in for you, is going to come in for you. You are blessed already. You are able to, I think with the Four of Cups, you're meant to see the beauty in the simple things, seeing the beauty and blessings in life in general. And you're also meant to receive blessings because you are that way, because you see things in a different, because you see life as a blessing, because you see those things. So like the Four of Cups is like, she's focused on these 3 cups, that she doesn't see this cup, or like she's trying to manifest this cup, right? But she's got these cups in front of her. So you're meant to see that these cups are also blessings. Like everything is a blessing. The fact that you're able to manifest this is a blessing. The fact that you have these 3 disappointing cups in front of you is a blessing. The trees are a blessing. You are a blessing. Like you're meant to see that in those disappointments, there are blessings. It's telling you that there's a different path. In the things that you do receive, it's a blessing. In this life in general, everything is a blessing. Like, I feel like I'm saying that like over and over and over again, but I'm trying to make sure you get that. Everything is yeah, okay. And then with the Four of Wands, you're meant to be stable. You are meant to have, your life is meant to be, so I think your life is meant to be celebrated. I think that you are meant to have a happy home, a happy life. Like I said, blessings. Like you are meant to have it all. The four corners, like the stability, the home, the happy life. Like you're meant to have all of that stuff. You truly are. You're just meant to overcome some obstacles first, so that you can teach others that you can overcome any obstacle. That's what the Queen of Wands does. She takes in all of those things that she's been through. She uses it to be creative. She pushes other people to be who they are, because she is who she is. Just by being who she is, the Queen of Wands inspires, and she is optimistic, and she pushes others to be who they are. So that's who you are meant to be, pile number 3. Very blessed, able to overcome any obstacle. You're meant to be stable. You're meant to have a happy home, a happy life. You're meant to get all the things that you desire, but you're also meant to see the blessings in life. You're meant to see the deeper meaning of life. Like it's so hard to explain. Like I wish I could get that out in a better way. I feel like that's what, like I'm trying to get it out in a better way, but you're meant to be infinitely blessed, like beyond what you even, this little cup you're trying to manifest, like you're meant to be blessed way beyond that. Like beyond that. With the Nine of Swords, you are meant to overcome overthinking, overanalyzing. I think also the Nine of Swords, like I was saying, like I'm not trying to encourage overthinking, but I feel as though once you get to the point where you overcome this overthinking, I feel like your ability, the way that you think about things, because you were someone that overthinks, your mind kind of goes into places that most people's mind don't. And so you're able to use that to your advantage. That's a good thing. Being able to not only overcome anxiety, but to use that to your advantage, that's amazing. And with the Queen of Wands, you're meant to be someone who is like my favorite person in the tarot deck. So that's amazing too. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a really good week. Bye.